Hello and welcome back to Let's Blank Today, where we spin the predetermined wheel of random to see what we'll be doing today. And if you're here for last week, you'll know what we'll be doing today. We will be finishing the two model kit Pokemon Mega Charizard X and Y. Last week I did Y. I did him first because he was one that I hadn't already built prior. I've built X before. I got it as a gift and I built it. It was the second model kit I did. Toned down from the first one, which was a giant Brachiosaurus Zoid. Then followed up by Tatoba Kamen Rider O's. So, being that this was a combined set with Y, I figured I'd do both these for you, even though I've done this before, and show you the difference, and I'll compare the two models afterwards so you can take a look at them. So as you see here, here are my pieces. So I got the A, the B, and the C, the stickers in the book here. Interesting with these sheets is, if I remember, each of these were separate in the smaller box. I didn't piece that together till working out why, and I don't think I mentioned it in that video, but I know I didn't point out the fact that if you look at our numbers, they have little Pikachu silhouettes in them, so that's a fun little feature. Before I get started building this, I was wanting to go over some things with you guys, just some process and whatnot, and how to build, and put the first couple pieces together with you and go over a little more with the instruction manual. So as you can see, it's all in Japanese, and I don't read Japanese, but the instructions are pretty straightforward that you can easily figure out what to do with each. So they're showing you, tell you that, okay, when you're reading for the piece number, the A1 refers to the sheet, and then the Pikachu symbol with the number refers to the piece number. That you can easily snap these out by hand and snap them together by hand. The stickers inlay telling you with numbers and whatnot. And they just unfold, typically a sheet. I've had one that was a booklet. And you follow it left to right. So here we're starting with, get this folded out of my way so I can show you. So here's our completed. Here's some more explanations. You can line up and look and see how things are placed. But first here they're telling us to start with, we're going to start with half the head and complete it, put some stickers on, and put in the teeth pieces. So why don't I cut these out, and you can easily go by hand. Let's see, A113, which is this piece here, and you can easily pull them out, and they pry out rather easy. Or if you wanted, you can grab a pair of snippers. What's this other piece? 12. So that's this piece. And with these, I tend to cut, I've learned you want to cut a little more than what the piece is. So you got the extras, and then you can kind of get the flat side to it, trim them up, and they come off a little easier and a little more cleaner than they would normally. Because if you can take a look, get that to focus, you see that whiting. That happens more the closest to the piece, so I get a lot less of that when snipping the piece. I just get the bare minimum, and that you can easily take care of with filing, like I told you with the first one. Filing a piece down. Easy, can, for ones like this, which is an interior piece, you don't care too much, just kind of getting rid of the excess, but you do have to be careful. It will dull out the color, so I've been using an X-Acto knife to help smooth out some more of the delicate pieces and just carefully along the top, just kind of shaving it down. You do have to be careful because, as you saw with my first model kit, I did end up cutting myself doing something stupid trying to get these pieces out. But, so going forwards from here, we put on stickers, we follow the sticker guide. This piece has us putting on sticker 3, which colors in the tip of the horn. You can kind of see where it is, so I could get paint to match that and paint over it. I'm just going to stick with the stickers because of how the wings are unfortunately set out. With the hollow ribbed here and this support, I don't know why they just didn't fill that in, but the only way to hide that is with the stickers that they give you for it to place over them to hide it. So, stickers, typically I use a pair of tweezers. I got a couple that I've shown you. Just kind of carefully pry it off. And apply it as so. Using your hands, you can use tweezers to help you move it into place. This one just kind of wraps around and encloses the tip. I just kind of press it down. You can use the tweezers to help push and adjust it into place, making it a little easier. Just like with this eye, which we do later down here. Which one? I do that for you. Such a small piece in here. That ends up going in, that I can easily lay it down. I can easily adjust it and make sure I get it in the right spot. Press it down a little bit, make sure it'll stick and stay. And sometimes they look good, like with the eyes and how the mouth lays out. But sometimes when you get these corner pieces, they tend to fray off. They don't lay flat as much, so those tend to be better just to be done with paint. Unfortunately, I don't have paint to match the colors needed. So why don't I go and finish this and do a full review for you afterwards. I know this one turns out really cool, but let's see how my experience has grown and see if it makes it any better looking in the end. So I'll see you when I'm done with a full review. Alright, and we're back, and I'm going to have to apologize. It seems that the last about third of my build for my time-lapse just didn't get recorded. I know I hit record. I think I ran out of memory and it just stopped recording on me. So yeah, I had to take a stop for a break to move part of it over, and I guess I didn't delete what I moved over so I can have more room to record. So the time lapse will be a little short. We'll be missing the final part, but you won't be missing me putting the last piece on because I have the last piece here because of this lone sticker on the underside of the piece. Now, this is the back part of the wing for X, and it goes on right here. So slap that on. Just slaps into place, and I'm curious as to, I like the thought for detail, but if you don't know it's there, you're not going to be looking at it. You're not going to care whether it's black or blue. So just something a little weird that I noticed with the first one, because on my first build I actually put it on the back here before looking more closely at the instructions and realizing it goes on the bottom. So it's just an odd placement for a sticker. Speaking of stickers, this took about an hour and 15 minutes to an hour and a half, so about 15 to 30 minutes longer than Y did. And I'm believing it's mainly because of these stickers. It has some in weird places, but not like these ones. You got the horns here and the spikes on the shoulder that each have to be wrapped. You got the wings, you got the back of the wings, you got that weird spot, the normal feet. The claws are 2 stickers. You have one for the middle finger, if you can just see that, the outline, one for the middle, and then you have one for the outer 2. So, a little more detailing than with Y. The sticker colors actually are pretty close to the same. You can barely tell that that's not a plastic piece, that's just this section is a sticker, and the black on the back just seems to mesh better than the Y's. But for that, we do kind of lack some that Y had, like the jointed tail that you can swing. The most it does is raise and lower in an awkward position. So I'm not sure why we just didn't make it set like this, other than the base has prongs in it that fit it when it's down so you can have it flying. So why they just didn't make it flex here as well so you can kind of straighten it out. Just a little thing. That and why you can open and close the jaw. With this one you can't. I was going to compare my first build to this, but at the moment I can't find it. I believe this one turned out better, mainly because I got the sticker placements a little more exact, especially with the flames. I was able to get them to lie on their tracks pretty exact, and I got these cones done pretty well. Overall, it's pretty nice, but as compared with Y, and get it in, I just wish there was a little more with the tail, but we do make up with that with the matching shades and colors, and I wish that jaw would open and close like this one does. For me, I prefer Mega Charizard X. I just took with the shiny form of Charizard and kept with the black. So he is my pick out of the two. He also fits my style, fighting style a little more. He looks a little nicer for standing. There's just some things on this that don't mesh, especially with these patches and this tail section, which wish they would have done a little better. He was a little fun, a little more fun. You can get him to mold him for flying a little more better than, or mold him, sorry. Display him flying a little more exact than with Y. Best you got for Y is, breaking his legs, just sliding him on the thing. So Y is a little more meant for just a standing. I'll fix that later. And doesn't really need the base. But overall, it's a nice set. Probably better to buy one or the other, unless you do like both, which in my case I don't dislike Y. I just prefer X. So it's a fun little box. 2 fun Pokemon to build. I definitely want to try to pick up some more of the Pokemon model kits and bring them bring them to you guys to show you their build and the end results. So be sure to subscribe to see more videos in the future. I still have plenty more model kits. I still got some Mixels and other stuff. I'm still working on trying to get some screenshot and try to do a Let's Play for you guys. So I will see you next week. Be sure to comment below, like and subscribe. Bye.